Hey everyone, my name is the overpriced tablet feline, or more commonly known as the TheiPadCat. It's been a while since my last video. In fact, my last one was uploaded January 5th, which is fucking ages ago. And that sucks, both for me and you. Anyways, since this is a channel update, you're probably expecting me to come here and complain about how hard it is to be able to make enough videos and IRL stuff happening. And well, I'll do a little bit of that, but that's not the main point of today's video. No, the main point of it you most likely already read in the title. Many new videos are coming, and they're coming consistently this time. But before I get into that, I just wanna quickly explain what I've been up to. So, I work a whole lot. I've got a pretty stressful and shitty job at the Swedish post office where I usually torture myself for 6 days a week. And aside from that taking up a massive chunk of my time, it also drains my energy so that I often can't bring myself to work on YouTube stuff, for example. Of course, I'm not tired all the time, but when I'm not, what little time is left over, I have to ration, so to speak, between having some free time playing video games or something else, spending time with friends and family, and working on YouTube. So that's a big reason for my inactivity. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that I haven't been busy preparing some juicy stuff for you guys. Of course, if you're part of the Discord server, you already know about this whole thing. But for those of you who aren't, I've been, practically since I uploaded that video in January, working on a new series for the channel called The Last of Us Could Have Been Very Different. It's a 10-part series based around this picture that Naughty Dog posted on their social media in September last year. I call it storyboard all the time, but I don't actually know if it's called that or if I just made that up in my mind and went with it. Regardless, that's what I call it in all of the videos, so that's how I'm gonna say it here as well. Anyways, this storyboard is a gold mine's worth of insight into how the story was originally intended to play out during some point in development, which I found absolutely fascinating as soon as I saw it. But since there is so much information, for the longest time I had a very hard time figuring out how to make content out of it. So eventually I just sat down and started writing a script and made up the plan as I worked, while trying to fit it all into one video. But that quickly got out of hand as it got very long after just covering a small part of the storyboard. So I stopped and came up with the idea that I wanted to try and recreate the entire story as we see it on the board, and it was only natural to do that over several episodes. So I worked on the script for a few weeks until finally finishing it at 33,500 words, or 48 pages long. For reference, my regular video scripts vary in length between around 1,000 and 2,500 words. Honestly, I think this is the longest thing I've ever written. Anyways, I divided that up into 10 episodes and then started making the videos, and a few weeks later we're here. Each episode starts off with a short intro, then continues with the main part covering a section on the board where I try to recreate and narrate that part of the story, and finishes with a discussion segment where I go over and analyze, or just talk about what happened, and so on. In terms of editing, it's fairly similar to my other videos, just more. A lot of people are probably thinking, oh, he's been gone a long time and spent ages making these videos, so they must be cinema quality, right? Okay, maybe not like that, but I don't blame people for having higher expectations on it when I have a break like this. And don't get me wrong, I've probably spent around 15 to 20 hours per video, including writing, voiceover work and editing, compared to the 5 to 8 hours I usually spend. But a lot of that is me looking for the right visual material and sound effects, and also simply because the videos are a lot longer. I wish that I could create something akin to Grant Vogel? I cannot pronounce his name. Anyways, Grant's The Last of Us cinematic playthrough. But if I did that, this would take months and months and months, and I don't have that kind of time. And I mean, anyways, let's be honest here, my videos are pretty much glorified slideshows anyways. Jesus, this is so incoherent. Anyways, moving on. The reason I've made the entire series ahead of time is so that I can guarantee that the videos will go up regularly, regardless of if I have a tough work week or get sick or whatever. It also allows me to add additional videos to that queue, quote unquote, so that when the series is over, I've long since prepared more videos that start to go up then, so that I don't lose this consistency thing. Of course, if there are breaking news, like a trailer or something, I will sit down and immediately make a video about it. But for non-news content, it works great this way. The one major downside with this is of course that I won't be able to make any adjustments from potential feedback. But I'm sure I will take on similar projects to this in the future, and then I can use whatever tips or critique I get now for that. Speaking of this video queue, by the way, when will these things go up? How frequently? Is there a schedule? Well, I'll tell you. So, when clicking on this video, you might have already noticed that the first episode of the series is already up as a premiere. And that's how I'll publish these episodes. At least the first 2. 'Cause I wanna test it out. I don't know. If people don't like it, I'll just make the other ones regular scheduled videos. Anyways, that first episode is going to go up tomorrow on Friday, 8 PM GMT or 3 PM EST. And the second one is following same time on Sunday. And then episode 3 next Friday, same time, and so on. You get it. Every Friday and Sunday at 8 PM GMT or 3 PM EST for at least the 5 coming weeks until the series is over, but hopefully longer than that. But that's not all of the content I have in mind. There will also be a stream every Wednesday 5 PM GMT or midday EST, starting next week. What I play and do will vary. I'm thinking of alternating between a let's play of a game, maybe something like Metro Exodus, and Tilo Talk, like every other week. But we'll see. Streams won't be as concrete and set in stone as the videos though. I might have a late shift at work or something, but I'll try my best not to stray from the schedule. I might also post videos or stream outside of this schedule whenever I feel like it, but that probably won't be that frequent. Anyways, what do you think about this? Got any video ideas for me to do? Any games you want me to play on stream? Or just some thoughts about The Last of Us could have been very different? Tell me in the comments down below and let's discuss it. And until next time, have a great day.